Hey folks, Bill Gallagher of ThrabenU here for another Hades run. Thought I was gonna record one of these today. Here I am recording number 3. Game's good. Okay, so the weapon that we're gonna be playing with this time is the... oh god, what are they actually called? The Aspect of the Twin Fists, Alphon. We're gonna play with the Aspect of Talos today. My special becomes a magnetic cutter, and I get a cast damage bonus. So if we kind of look at this, it's a very fast attack, and the magnetic cutter pulls in enemies and hits pretty hard. If my cast is going to do good damage, I think I'm going to change one of the things on the mirror. So I've been playing with Infernal Soul, which gives me 2 more casts. I think instead I'm going to make my cast come back to me automatically. So we'll play with the Stygian Soul instead. Okay, which trinket do I want to start with? I'm going to do this big AoE thing, so maybe I want to spread something like Doom or Poison, or maybe I just want good damage on it with Aphrodite. Maybe let's play with Dionysus. I only need to fill to 9 this time. I haven't played with the Twin Fists all that much. Okay, so just like resetting it and thinking about what I want to do. Yes, I want tight deadline for sure. I maybe even want to put up a second stack of that. Yeah, I probably don't need to go that deep. Like, I'm on a very low difficulty level. Let's just play with... fighting a few more enemies. Let's go ahead and do the mini-boss thing. Make the traps do more. 4 more. Let's just fight more enemies. A lot more enemies. And then give enemies some perks. That fills us up exactly. That's fine.
Do your worst, Father.
I like the sound of either one of the top 2. They both... like, I want to be special focused, and both of those do that. I think I'm going to take the flat 90 damage where I land. Oh man, we're going to be offered a Chaos Boon immediately too. Get off, get off. There we go. So like, basically anything that gives special damage here would be, like, choice. Well... either one of these is an insane damage boost at epic level. I will gladly take those. How much of a cast damage bonus we have? 40%, so this would be a total of 100% cast damage. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to take some damage from those Inferno Bombs probably, but okay. So if we're going to take some random damage here and there, just pick up some darkness. Because one of the things I have on at the mirror currently heals me when I pick up darkness. The other option for that slot just heals you a little bit every room. But I find that I don't need healing after most rooms, so I'd rather get a big heal from time to time than a little bit of healing consistently.
Sure.
Yeah. Ah, the gold! Pot. Been doing a pretty good job of, like, not getting hit by the bombs. Actually remembering to dodge. I'm gonna start out with a Dionysus trinket. I haven't seen a Dionysus boon yet. Not complaining. Just curious about it. There we go.
You again.
It is a little spooky in here. These orange heads look very similar to the bombs.
More punching practice then.
Alright, I took a couple of hits there. That's fine. Let's get out of this farm.
The boon I got from Chaos has a new effect.
Hey, you're in good with Thanatos, isn't that right? A real broody sort. Sometimes I think maybe I ought to just invite him to a feast, but then what if he cools the whole thing down, makes everybody kind of you know?
Well, of these, the special inflicting hangover is very easily the best. Like, the others are just default level. Alright, we'll take that. Try to level it up, I guess. We would have liked to pick up a cast there, oddly enough. Like, Dionysus is casting a lot of damage, and it doing plus 100% damage would be clutch. I don't think I explained the status effect. Hangover is damage over time. It's essentially poisoned by a different name.
Time to fish.
It stacks up to either 5 or 10 times. I think it's 5, and you can stack it up to 10. If you have a certain boon. At 191 gold, I'm just going to go ahead and go here. The healing is relevant.
So how do you like the surface, hey, Prince Ed?
It takes some getting used to, that's for sure. I'm not sure I'll ever...
Oh, you know, I still have almost everything that mattered.
I can do darkness for a little bit of healing, or I can take healing. I can get a lot of healing. I think I'm just gonna full heal here. Close to it. Alright, Boldy.
You'd tell me if anything was on your...
What do you got for me this time?
Good chat.
5% attack bonus. Heal. HP is fine.
Take care of it.
I'm going to be in close quarters combat for pretty much the whole run.
Easy.
Last time around, I kind of got to be a coward and hide back behind the shield for a good portion of the fight. But this time, I'm going to be in the trenches more, and that probably means that HP is something I should value at least somewhat highly.
Right there.
Shoots or after
Get your
they
hands
boom.
off my trophy.
I like the idea of the Zeus cast. I like the idea of Zeus on like just regular attack because it hits so many times. And spawning a bunch of lightning bolts is pretty good. Aphrodite's cast does a ton of damage. That would be another fine reason to go the other direction now. Didn't particularly clear this
Why do I
road
bother?
fast.
Mine now.
Yeah, we're doing fine on time. I'll just take another Infernal Trove later. Does that mean I also take the healing? Probably means I also take the healing. It's awkward if the next Infernal Trove is healing, but, you know.
Break you again.
Okay, yeah. confirmed 5 hangover stacks. We did not let that mini boss get going.
Done all to pieces.
Your grim-faced father's such a spoil sport, nephew.
Ooh, that's a pretty good dash. We will take that. The other two I don't really consider good boons. I'm gonna take the gold here.
Mine now.
Cool. Let's maybe reroll the darkness
How
to
about
something
now?
else. That gives me some gold. I really want to pick up another boon or two. Like, I've been playing towards getting a good cast. I haven't been offered a cast yet.
Gemstones.
That's gold. I'm gonna try to reroll this into something better.
Fates. I'm authorized.
Alright. So this alternative exit will give me a higher quality boon than normal, but I can't get hit in here, or I get nothing instead. So I usually try to target the things that do ranged attacks first, or the things that move quickly first. We're going to use fun going to these witches first. And once we've done that, we can finish off everything else. Alright, so I essentially get no reward for the score now. I think I technically get a couple of points of health or something, but this was a risk-reward room. I guess I did turn on, what was it, like plus 40 or plus 60% and more enemies, so maybe that meant going this way was not wise. Did forget about that when I was making that decision. Yeah, we got hit exactly once in that room. Yuck. I think I need to pick up another boon here before the boss fight. We'll take the random boon over the Hermes boon. Like, I want a cast, and Hermes doesn't offer that. These are not exactly great. I don't want a low-level attack like that. We're just gonna take the generic
Kill or be killed.
10% damage bonus and
Got a feeling it's Tisiphone this time.
aim away a little weaker from this first area than I might have liked. I'm gonna try to keep 5 stacks of hangover on the boss to the highest proportion of the time as possible. So when you don't just have a shield to block it, you want to dodge in between the waves of the little green talent attack. You just kind of like step back dodge, repeat a couple of times. I could Boldy to end this fight, but I don't think I need to.
Peace, Tisiphone.
Don't think I need any of that. Alright.
Should I change things
What do I
up?
want to do with my boon? If I have a Zeus boon, and if I want to try to get duo boons, I probably want to pick up Zeus here. Zeus's cast would be okay. Zeus's attack would be okay. Yeah, let's go with Zeus.
Might help. That's enough Tartarus. And check.
Where's my fish? Never mind how exactly we're fishing in the lava. Just don't worry about it.
Got a bite. A fine catch.
Alright. Here's our Zeus boon that we knew we were going to pick up because we switched trinkets.
You can't stop it.
This enemy has a pretty easy attack pattern, so I'm not worried about taking damage when I'm just fighting one of those. When you have more things to pay attention to and you get like attack blocks on one thing, then they have a chance of actually damaging you. Otherwise you just dodge when they throw, and dodge when they die.
What did I tell you?
Still haven't been offered a cast. We'll definitely take the lightning strike here. So, like, we attack relatively quickly, and each one of those is now going to generate a lightning bolt. That makes our attack usable instead of not usable, and I guess we'll go this way. Again, the currency type things don't usually reroll into boons, so I'm not going to attempt to do that. Yeah, it's nice to have a usable attack. Now we can use Magnetic Cutter to kind of start everything, poison everyone, and then mix some attacks in to help mob clear while poison, or sorry, hangover does damage. Maybe just, like, that damage starts well. Generally speaking, I am a big fan of Zeus boons. The lightning has very good synergy with like some weapons that just attack quickly. Yeah, absolutely with like a money challenge.
You leave my troves alone.
But like, can I have a cast though? I don't love this. The things that produce the little pink lasers are a little bit too spread out, so I can't deal with them all at once. Then once I reduce it down to just this thing, these things, it's not that big of a deal. Lightning will melt them. You can also do a decent job of stunning them.
There. Satisfied?
I was slower than I would have liked, but
Thank you, Father.
gold is gold. We'll take the shop here at 250
Steady
gold.
now.
We're just gonna try to pick up a boon.
Must be something I can use.
Not the boon that I wanted, but
Should
we'll
help
take
keep me
it.
going.
Okay. Do I want to take a relatively weak cast for the sake of having a cast? Drunken Treasure is not exactly great here. Well, maybe it is. It's okay. I am at 82 health. Hydraulic Might is a good boost of oomph, but it does nothing in the fights that are harder in Elysium, and nothing against bosses, really. Do I hold out for a better cast? Like, is that acceptable? I think it's acceptable. I'm gonna pick this up.
Let's make some waves.
And And I'll buy the HP as well.
Always a pleasure, Charon.
That. Reroll this. Reroll this.
I have a better idea.
Another Poseidon boon. Poseidon's Call would be good. It is an impervious call. Maybe I just accept that. Nah. I'm gonna go ahead and just trigger these now and make sure I don't run into them once this starts.
Oh. Thought Voidstones didn't get this big. Away we go.
Need to kill this shield generator, the kind of heal-ish thing in the middle there. That's making killing everything else much harder. This is the sort of fight where having a cast would be really useful. Just so I can burst damage kill that thing. But I'm having to do too much dodging while trying to take this thing out and take damage here. Yeah. Actually, I should just like Boldy. Just like kill that thing.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I would like the cast. The Jolted is like quite actively good, but the cast is pretty important here.
Welcome. Gotta tell you, hon, Orpheus sure is different since last he and I met.
I think the experience of trying to rescue you, failing, dying, becoming court musician, refusing to sing, then being locked in solitary confinement, then finding out about you probably did a number on him. Why, is everything all right? You seem to be getting along last I saw.
Oh, we're getting along great. Better than ever. He used to be a bit more of a hotshot, but now it's like he's a little more, what's the word? Sensitive? Now I can always tell exactly.
Okay. I don't think the decision's super obvious here about which one I should take. If I want to try to get an upgraded call, I should take Refreshing Nectar, which makes my next couple of boons a higher rarity. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, but upgrading the rarity of a couple of boons that I already have is useful, because I have 2 epic boons that could become legendary and really strong, and I have 2 rare ones that I would love to be epic. But we also have this stuff that it could hit as well. You know what? Let's try to get a legendary boon.
Enjoy.
Alright, Urge to
Ooh,
Kill.
that's good.
Alright, that basically gave me a 3% damage bonus. That's not great. But that becoming epic is totally fine. Try to alter this into a boon.
Until next time.
Take care.
Not the boon I wanted, but probably too good to pass. Dashes are really good in the Hades fight in particular. Thank you, Zeus Lightning Bolts, making it so that I don't have to aim at these things. Yeah, I'm also alive over here.
There he is.
Well, look at you, cuz, rushing to victory after successive victory.
We will take 20% special speed is noticeable. Dodge chance is great. Just like 10% chance to avoid all damage taken.
And here we go.
That's such a noticeable difference in attack speed, though. That might save us more damage in the long term. We're not going to the shop. I think I'm going to accept HP here over improving my attacks. By increasing my special speed, I just did something that improved my attacks, so it's probably good to take something that balances with it defensively.
Why, hello, Lenny. What have you been up to since I last destroyed your multitude of heads?
Alright, so we got our 5 stacks on. Now we just kind of keep the 5 stacks up and attack when it's safe to. Ooh, funny. So as you can see by the other Hydra heads dying off, the damage over time that Hangover represents is pretty good. It's probably not as obvious on regular enemies, just because they have such low HP totals, but it's very obvious on the bosses when you have like multiple stacks of Hangover. So this is a great position to be in. That lets us hit Hangover on 2 of the Hydra heads at the same time. Super pleased about that. Here we go. Now we're doing 2 heads to finish off. Ooh, now they're close enough to hit with chain lightning. Great. It's usually not the case in this fight. But yeah, I have a cast that's like really strong. Oh. Let's not accidentally use Jack's Defiance here. Just drop a boulder on the Hydra.
Yum.
Alright, anything interesting here? There's some healing, which I may or may not pick up.
Keepsakes hold power.
So we're on Zeus and Dionysus pretty heavily right now. I want to pick up a call. I can do something to guarantee that I pick up a call. Like I can pick up Ares here and... Sorry, restating. I can do something to guarantee that I encounter an Olympian that has a chance to give me an impervious call. And I think finding Ares or Athena here is really fine. I like the idea of the Ares call quite a bit. I could also just stick with Zeus. No, I think I want an impervious call. Already seen Ares boons, right? Yeah, I've already seen Ares boons. Let's throw him in the mix. Very little cost to doing that. I'm still at least 150, so if I encounter an early store, I can buy a boon.
ELYSIUM.
So we have attack speed. Try to get dodge for extra dashes now. A higher level of dodge would be cool. We're sure not great at killing these. I can magnetic. Nope. Alright, so I think I'm looking to just dodge and kill these with lightning bolts then. Or draw them near an enemy that I actually can attack.
These fists are going to do the talking soon.
Yeah, so like I can attack these shield things, and if we incidentally kill the flame wheels along with that, that's pretty good.
Message for me.
Alright, pretty good room. Auto reload would mean I can really spam my attack. But let's just take the bonus dash, because now we can spam lightning bolts if we encounter flame wheels again. Daedalus Hammer for a weapon upgrade. Yeah, or against enemies like this, if we're worried about them charging, I can also just have the chance to just dash and kill them. But the stun of magnetic cutter is pretty good at keeping these locked. Tried to convert into killing that one a little bit too quickly. We're mostly killing with our special, so let's pick up Draining Cutter for a little bit of sustain. 267 gold is probably enough that I'll go left and visit the shop. Very happy to take this.
Thank you, mate.
Not the call that I want. Am I just taking it? Am I just taking it to have a call? Or am I taking Storm Lightning? Storm Lightning's really good. Let's just take Storm Lightning.
Lord Zeus's strength.
I'm gonna try to hold out for an Ares call. Yeah, let's try to get this Ares call.
You mean to fight with me barehanded this time, short one?
Wouldn't say the twin fists of Malphon count as empty hand.
I was hungry and unprepared.
Two hits from that combo. Not pleased about that. I should really only get hit in this fight if I get greedy. The Minotaurs are pretty slow. I have 5 dodges, so as long as I'm not going for too many magnetic cutters in a row, I should be able to just very easily dodge through what my opponent is doing. Down the battle Minotaur, we're done here, right? Yeah.
Stop.
Our messenger Hermes has been in contact.
Ah. Ooh, epic level all. 100% what I'm looking for. And at this point, a palm is fine. Plenty of our things could use upgrades. Super love this room. My arms were too short there. I'm just gonna go impervious and use that to clear out some of these flame wheels.
Gods.
Since my cast damage has like a damage multiplier, I think I'm gonna go ahead and boost this up, even though this is probably a potentially better on paper one. If I actually remember to use my cast consistently, that seems really strong. Sure. We just want to make it out of Elysium without using a Dex Defiance. My health is okay, but not great. Not great against these shield controllers. Oh. In my mind, I had 2 charges of that. Don't respawn. Okay, good. We got that one to not respawn. Yeah, these shields are blocking all my own chain lightning. Some of my generic attacks as well.
Whatever, let's try it.
What's going on next? Pick up another Ares boon. Probably gonna re-roll that. I don't know that I want another Ares boon. I would much rather just pick up another Zeus boon at this point. That flame wheel is shielded. I'm stuck. The Ares boon has a chance of being a duo boon, but I think just something that gives me Dionysus or Zeus-based stuff is just stronger by a lot. Or both! Both is good.
Whose favor to choose?
Who do I want first? Probably doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna go with Dionysus first.
Cheers, man.
Make the hangover spread, but I think hangover causing 33% movement speed reduction on the opponents is way better.
Young man, I don't know why you would do this to me, though I trust you're going to...
I hate to do this, Uncle.
Shielded?
Commendable of you to live through that.
I mean, we'll take the Jolted here. The other two aren't particularly great. Lightning Reflexes is a boon. That's approximately my opinion of it. It exists in this game.
He's trying to respawn.
Oh yeah, we are way better at melting the archers than we are the shield bearers, whatever they're called. boom rings up onto the other one. That's not a... that wasn't the cleanest room. I'll admit that fully. Alright, what do we got? HP versus store. I have 166. Let's just take the HP. 166 gold.
Better.
Yeah. Doing a good job of building HP, but I don't actually think my damage is super impressive. I'd like to do something to improve my damage before we make it to the end of the run.
Think I got one. I am victorious.
I always shall rise up to thwart your wicked. Just listen to that Sagittarius.
Trying to get hangover on these as well. But I'm mostly succeeding in just keeping it up next turn. I'm gonna try to use my all just to do most of the damage to Theseus.
Lady Artemis, I beg you, guide my spear.
The god to help with him.
Wow, the 33% movement speed reduction just did so incredibly much in this fight. Maybe I don't actually need all that much damage if similar things happen on Hades. 3 Boldy charges remaining. Maybe. What do I want going into the last area? Just want to level up this acorn. It's one of the few things I don't have leveled up. What does this one do? Yeah, I don't love that. Probably why I haven't used it at all. Take the black shawl and have more initial oomph and get some backstab damage. This one do again? That worked the way it used to? I don't remember that. Let's just take the tooth. Actually, how many times does the acorn prevent damage? 4 damage. I wonder if that ends up being more than 100 HP. Maybe it does. Alright, let's take the acorn. Let's level up that acorn. Give me something else to do while I'm recording these videos.
ELYSIUM.
Work on my meta progression.
Yes.
There might even be the 38 rooms that I need prior to the boss to fully level it up.
That's a lot of coin.
Oh, excuse me. Buying that Dionysus boon that's in the shop.
Got it. That's one more fish for me.
I'm gonna start there and try to pick up a duo boon.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Oh yeah. We will take that.
Combined power.
still have some Fated Authority too. Try to re-roll that Ares boon into something that's actually appealing. I was maybe playing a little too scared of poison there. I have 14 minutes on the clock. I don't think I'm really that in terms of time. I'm used to having to do this in 7. So the amount of time that I have now just feels like eons. When it was 7 minutes, if you ended up finding the satyr sack that you needed in one of the final couple of rooms, it got tight and it was like legitimately difficult at times. On weaker builds, on stronger builds, it doesn't really matter. You can steamroll everything. Oh no.
Come fix me off.
Heal. Slower than it used to. I feel like I did not take nearly as much damage as I could have for going to the whole other side of the room for that. Alright, this was not a good one. This was a poor performance from me. I will own up to that.
In the name of Hades.
The hangover spreading is probably not great this late in the game. I would have taken that earlier in the game. Maybe just take the max HP here, because it also gives me a boon. Damn, got upgraded. That's kind of whatever.
Let's just go down this satyr hole.
Reroll this.
Let's try this instead.
Yes. Picking Dionysus just gives me a decent chance of finding a duo boon. Or alternatively, just some other hangover-based thing. Like, the only thing I'd probably want over Dionysus is Zeus at this stage. Because additional chain lightning effects are a welcome treat.
A whole entire sack of something.
Well, Strong Drink basically does nothing, and After Party basically does nothing. So, by process of elimination, we will take Bad Influence.
Let's liven things up.
It's going to be hard to inflict that many foes with Hangover in the last fight, but it'll happen sometime.
Explore more tunnels.
I think I'm strong enough to win the last fight. I'm at 325 HP after taking that.
Vigilant Cerberus decides to look the other way this once.
Just this once, huh? Not every time that I bribe you with food.
See you, boy.
On to you, Cerberus. I want a snack of my own. It's not fair that only Cerberus gets snacks. I'm gonna record this video and then find something.
This is it.
Maybe a drink.
The world beyond my realm is not for you.
Well, I am not going home.
I'm out.
Darkness.
Where are you?
I need to remember to be using my cast as frequently as possible. Especially when I already have 5 hangover stacks here. Just like my best method of burst damage. Here I can probably hangover on enough foes that I get a temporary damage boost. Get your hangover, Dad. We'll use the Greater Call once we force Hades past his next stage. He's gonna shield soonish. Yeah. So I don't want to waste my Greater Call, which can drain most of his life bar when he's invincible. Yeah, we got 3,000 damage on Hades off the call there. Whereas we might have only got like 500 to 700 if I had used it at the previous time.
Get up.
Let's see you deal with this. Fire!
Oh, they're like great. We're gonna get to the point where we get a second call if we're doing so much damage, and that'll take about the last third of Hades' life. There's a shield, yeah, there's a shield here.
Beginning to boil.
Then we can go ahead and do this and take another 3,000 hit damage, 2,000 hit damage, 1,500 hit damage. Alright, that Greater Call did not hit that much time. That movement speed reduction is clutch. I killed him with a dash.
You cannot escape.
Watch me!
Good riddance.
Don't worry, I'll be back. That's how the cycle of this game goes.
In my father's name.
Yeah, that movement speed reduction thing that we picked up was incredible versus the boss. I hardly had to dodge anything. I kind of just like spammed magnetic cutter, whatever it's called. Did the murdering. Let's go see Mom.
Walma, finally.
My son.
I'm here, Mother.
So good to see you again, Zagreus. Since last you left, I couldn't help but think the worst about what happened after I had left. Or soon before. You mentioned Nyx. You don't suppose that she and Hades wanted me out of the way?
I just don't think that can be. Though let me ask you, how long did you know Father? And Nyx for that matter. Did they seem trustworthy?
Yes. I knew them long enough to have decided yes, that they were trustworthy. As much as anyone I've ever met. But I also know never to be trusting to a fault. I have to consider the possibility I was deceived.
Especially since neither of them is being forthcoming with me even now, right? And yet, I have this feeling something else is going on, Mother. The way that Father speaks of you, the way Nyx speaks of you, I think they care for you.
A lot of the story is kind of sprinkled in these little tidbits, so there's a lot of hints about things, how people feel, rather than explicitly saying it all the time.
Well, they have a funny way of showing it, I think. Your father, so You have to get through him each time you visit me?
I do. Mother, what if Father thinks that he's protecting you? Have you considered that?
Protecting me? Why, Zagreus, what do you mean by that? As you can see, I can fend for myself.
Well, you're from Olympus, aren't you? But the gods, none of them seem to know you're here. So...
What? How would you know something like that? Zagreus? Ah, curse the fates. You're leaving me again.
I was kind of hoping she'd give me a trinket.
I won't be long.
I have one trinket I don't have yet, and I assume it's from her. Oh well, I have to keep playing Hades. Rats. Always more stuff to unlock.
Hold that thought, Mother.
Alright, so at this point I'm actually going to stop recording Hades until I see some feedback from you all. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you prefer seeing like this to Monster Train runs, that sort of stuff. Should I alternate some Monster Train and Hades content? You know, love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Have a great rest of the day.